Did you know Australia has over 100 different visas, and every year people apply for the wrong one and get denied? What if I told you could actually work, study, and even bring your family to Australia on a visa you probably didn't know existed? In this video, I will show you every major visa you need to know about in 2025. How to apply, eligibility, the cost, the visa processing time, PR options, and if you can work while you're on that visa. This video will save you from wasting your time and money, so let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's me Abby. I create visa-based content to help people to migrate, live and thrive in Australia. Today's video is your ultimate deep dive guide on how many types of visas Australia offers in 2025. This is the most comprehensive breakdown you will find, and I promise to make it easy for you to understand. So grab a pen and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I make videos that can literally change your life and save you thousands from visa mistakes. What are you waiting for? Let's dive into it. The subclass 500 student visa is designed for international students who want to pursue a full-time education in Australia at a recognized institution. And this includes universities, TAFEs, private colleges, English language schools, and even high schools. To apply for this visa, you must first receive a confirmation of enrollment (COE) from your education provider. Then you can apply online through the EMI account portal by submitting your visa application along with your supporting document like proof of funds, English proficiency, overseas student health cover, and statement of purpose. In order for you to be able to apply for the student visa, you must meet the following. You must be enrolled in a registered course. You must meet financial requirements to support your stay. You must also meet Australian health and character requirements. You must intend to return home after your studies or follow PR pathways legally. With this visa, students are only allowed to work 48 hours per fortnight during study periods and unlimited work hours during school breaks. This helps students to gain valuable Australian work experience and supplement their income. For permanent residency, after graduating, students can apply for the temporary graduate visa subclass 485 and eventually move into the skilled migration stream, like the skilled independent visa 189 or the state-nominated 190. The visa application fee is around 710 Australian dollars and the processing time ranges from 16 days to 3 months, depending on the education level and the completeness of documents. The temporary graduate visa is a popular route for international students who want to stay in Australia after completing their studies. This visa allows you to live, work and gain experience in Australia temporarily. There are two visa streams under this visa. Number 1, graduate visa stream for those with qualifications related to occupations in demand, and it's valid for 2 years. Number 2, post-study work stream for those who study a higher education degree, and it's valid up to 4 years depending on the qualification. The visa costs around $1,895 and the processing time ranges from 8 weeks to 4 months. This point-tested permanent residency visa is for skilled workers who are not sponsored by any employer or states. This visa is one of the most popular pathways in PR in Australia. To apply for this visa, you must go through the following steps. Submit an expression of interest (EOI) through Skill Select. You must have an occupation on the medium and long-term strategic skilled list (MLTSSL). You must obtain a skills assessment test from a relevant authority. You must score at least 65 points, though higher scores are more competitive. And lastly, you must be under the age of 45. You don't need a job offer for you to apply for this visa. Once you have been granted, you can live and work anywhere in Australia permanently. And this includes you having access to Medicare, work rights, and a pathway to citizenship. The cost for this visa application is $4,640, and the processing time ranges from 5 to 8 months, depending on your occupation and point score. This visa is for skilled workers nominated by a state or territory. The process is similar to subclass 189, but it provides an additional 5 points for nomination. You must meet occupational list requirements of the state. You must fulfill the residency obligations. You must also commit to live in that state for a few years. Work rights are full and permanent. You can apply for citizenship after fulfilling residence requirements. The cost for this visa also is around $4,640 and the processing time ranges from 5 to 10 months, and it's often faster than subclass 189 if nominated promptly. This is a temporary 5 years visa for people who want to live and work in regional Australia. You must be either nominated by a regional state or be nominated by a family member in regional area. In order for you to be qualified for this visa, you need to have an occupation on the regional list. You must meet point-tested criteria. You must apply through the skill select. You must live and work in regional Australia for 3 years to be eligible for PR through the subclass 191. Work rights are full, and the visa is often more accessible than the subclass 189 or 190 due to regional focus. The cost for this visa also is $4,640, and the processing time ranges from 6 to 12 months. The partner visas allow spouses or de facto partners of Australian citizens or PR holders to live in Australia. It is a two-stage process: temporary partner visa subclass 820 and the permanent partner visa subclass 801 after 2 years. The applicant must prove a genuine and continued relationship through documents, photos, communication history, and joint accounts. You can work and study while waiting for your permanent stage. Once granted, you can apply for PR and later citizenship. The cost for this visa is $9,095, and the processing time ranges from 12 to 24 months. This visa allows Australian businesses to sponsor skilled foreign workers when they can find suitable local talent. Applicants for this job must have the following: have a relevant occupation on the short-term or medium-term list, have at least 2 years of work experience, you must meet the health and English requirements, and you must be sponsored by an employer who is approved by the Australian government. You can work full-time, and the medium-term stream offers a pathway to PR through the subclass 186. The visa fee varies, but it's usually around $2,700 to $3,500, and the processing time takes from 2 to 6 months, depending on the availability of your role. This visa is a permanent visa under the Employer Nomination Scheme, where eligible 482 visa holders can apply after meeting the work requirement. There are 3 streams under this visa. We have the temporary resident transition, direct entry, and labor agreements. The permanent residence right begins immediately, and the applicants can include their family members. This visa is a key employer-sponsored PR pathway. The cost for this visa also is around $4,640, and the processing time ranges from 5 to 9 months. This visa is ideal for entrepreneurs, investors, or business owner who wants to operate in Australia. There are different types of streams under this visa, like business innovation, investors, significant investors, and entrepreneur. Each of these with unique investment and business turnover requirements. With this visa, you can work in your business, you can bring your family, and you can also apply for PR under subclass 888 after fulfilling all criteria. The cost for this visa application is around $6,270, and the processing time ranges from 8 to 18 months. Before I continue with the rest of the segments, if this video has helped you to understand the Australian visa system, please like, comment, and subscribe to my growing community, and also in the comment section, let me know which visa you're applying for. This visa allows you to visit Australia for tourism, family visit, or short-term business. This visa doesn't allow you to work or study, although short recreational study is allowed up to 3 months. In order for you to be eligible for this visa, you must have a sufficient fund in your bank account, a return plan, and a genuine visitor intent. The cost for this visa is around $195 Australian dollars, and the processing time takes 3 weeks to 3 months. The working holiday visa is one of the most sought after options for young travelers who want to explore Australia while working to fund their travel. And this visa is divided into 2 different subclasses depending on your country of origin. Subclass 417 for countries like the UK, Germany, France, Canada, and more. And subclass 462 for countries like the US, China, Indonesia, and more. This visa allows applicants from the age of 18 to 35 years old, depending on the country, to stay in Australia up to 12 months, with the opportunity for them to extend their visa up to 2 to 3 years if they meet the specified work requirements like farm job or regional employment. In order for you to apply for this visa, you must be from an eligible country, have a passport, have no dependent children, show assets for around $5,000 Australian dollars for initial support, You must have an health insurance and also meet character requirements. This visa allows you to work full-time, though many employers may offer you casual or part-time roles. You are also allowed to study up to 4 months during your stay. Just so you know, there is no direct PR through this visa, but many people transition into student visa or skilled visa after working holiday if they find a sponsorship or further studies. The visa application fee is around $635 and the processing time is less than 30 days, and it's often within a few days for applicants from low-risk countries. The parent visa allows parents of settled Australian citizens or permanent residents to migrate to Australia permanently. These visas are divided into two major categories: the non-contributory parent visas, like the subclass 103 offshore and the 804 onshore, which are more affordable but have long waiting times, sometimes over 30 years. Contributory parent visas like subclass 143 and 864, which is faster, around 2 to 6 years for it to be approved, but it comes with significant costs. To be eligible for this visa, the applicant must have at least half of their children living in Australia as a citizen or permanent resident. They must be sponsored by their child. They must also meet health and character requirements. They must show intention to remain lawfully in Australia. You cannot work on a bridging visa that was granted to you during the process of the non-contributing parent visa. However, the contributory parent visa applicant can apply for a temporary version, like the subclass 173 or 884, to stay and work in Australia until the permanent ones are granted. The visa application fee for subclass 103/804 is $4,490 and subclass 143/864 is around $47,825. The processing time for subclass 103 is around 20 to 30 years, and the processing time for subclass 143 is around 2 to 6 years. Australia offers protection for individuals fleeing from persecution, war, conflict, or severe human rights. The humanitarian program includes offshore resettlement visas subclass 200/204 and onshore protection visa subclass 866. Visa subclass 866 is for people who are already in Australia and are seeking asylum to stay legally in Australia. To apply for this visa, the individual must prove they are refugee under the Refugee Convention. They must show fear of prosecution based on their race, nationality, religion, sexuality, political views, and so on. Undergo security checks, character assessment, and health examinations. Applicants can work and study while their visa is being processed. Once approved, they will receive a permanent protection visa with a full right including access to Medicare, Centrelink, education, and employment support. This visa is free and the processing time is around 6 months to 3 years. Okay guys, so this is the end of part 1. If you want to see more lists, make sure to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.